Human history, for the most part, has been about survival, shelter, food, protection. For thousands of years, the sea was not a place of pleasure. It was a place of danger. Storms, unknown routes, shipwrecks, and vessels that never returned. Because of this, boats were not built for enjoyment. They were built out of necessity, for trade, for war, for exploration. But one day, someone began to look at the sea differently. Does this vessel really have to exist only to get from one place to another? What if the journey itself became the privilege? What if the sea belonged to just one person? That question is where the concept of the yacht was born. A yacht is not simply a ship, and from the very beginning, it never was. The first yachts in history were deliberately inefficient. They were slower, they carried less cargo, they were not armed, but they were quieter, they were more comfortable, and most importantly, they belonged to someone. This was the true break from everything that came before. For the first time in history, someone wanted to be at sea without sharing it. The earliest documented yachts appeared in the Netherlands during the 1600s. The Dutch called these vessels Yacht. The word literally means hunter. But these yachts were not hunting animals. They were hunting time and freedom. At first, yachts were built for practical reasons, to move officials quickly between ports, to carry high-ranking individuals, to perform special assignments. But something changed very quickly. Wealthy merchants, political figures, royal circles, they began to want these vessels for themselves because yachts were small, fast, comfortable, and discreet. That last part mattered more than anyone realized. In the 1650s, the Dutch Republic wanted to strengthen its diplomatic relationship with England. So they made a decision that would quietly change history. They built a vessel as a gift for King Charles II of England. This vessel was not a warship. It was not a merchant ship. It carried no cargo, no soldiers. It existed for one purpose only: the comfort of the king. Its name was Mary. Many historians consider this vessel the first true yacht in history. When King Charles began using the Mary, something subtle but powerful happened. The sea became a space of status. The king used the yacht to travel the Thames, to host guests, to conduct political conversations. This was not a loud display of power. It was a quiet one. It said, "I am independent of land, and I am independent of the crowd." That idea would define yacht culture for centuries. From the beginning, yachts were never about showing off. They were about separation, distance from noise, distance from obligation, distance from everyone else. This is why yachts were never designed for the public, and they never truly will be. The earliest yachts introduced something revolutionary in design. No cannons, smaller storage spaces, open decks meant for comfort, not combat. Interior spaces were warmer, lined with wood, designed for silence. From the very first moment, yachts were human-centered vessels, and that single decision separated them from every other ship ever built. Once the yacht existed, there was no turning back. Royal families, industrial wealth, private ownership, modern super yachts, all of it grew from this single idea. And yachts would never be just luxury. They would become symbols of quiet power, of control, of freedom that has a cost.